That's how the Silverstone AP1 881 sounds on the 7 volt. That's how I think this switch is, but that's the lowest RPM, that's the 5 volt. So this is sleeve bearing fan, and I wonder what is going on with Silverstone. As you can see, I got 4 of these fans. I bought 2 RMA to get additional 2, and all of them sounds exactly the same. This is made on the 12 volt, as you can see. The jumper is set to 12 volt here and here on the left too. This is connected properly on the 3-pin fan connector. This is on the short, wild PSU connector. The fan on the PSU is disabled, so it's not making any noise. I got 4 of these fans. This is revision 4, and 4 of these fans, all of them sounds exactly the same. And these are fractal torrent fans, which comes in the box if you buy non-RGB, ARGB variant of the case, and these are dynamic X2GP18. And just listen how it sounds. If you own the torrent, if you seek for the 180 fan, you probably know how this sounds. I got 2 of this over here and 2 of this over here, and guess what? All of them make sticking noise. Switching the controller. This is the 4-pin PWM controller with the knob. I will hold the fan just to eliminate the vibration. I have no idea which RPM this is right now, but I increase it. Don't want to increase. Wait. As you hear, the ticking noise is not the fan blades or anything. These are just, I don't know, motor. I have no idea what sound it is, but we will check the another one. Give me a second. So here is the second one. I have no idea what the fan is ramping up and slowing down on this controller, but this is the PWM controller powered by the SATA. So I have no idea what is going on. But as you can hear, whenever the fan is on the lower RPM or on the higher RPM, the fan is making ticking noise. This is exactly the same what we have on the fractal torrent inside the case with... oh! It's even worse. I haven't touched even this one. It's not the vibration. So yeah, this is fractal torrent fans. These are fractal torrent fans. And this is the front of the case. This is fractal torrent compact. As you can see, these are 180mm fans. How do you think? Maybe you could just buy the Noctua fan, which is 200mm, and just replace it. You know, cut something over here, cut something over here, but I will show you why you cannot. I just made this template and will show you. That's wait. One hand isn't easy. That's how much you would need to cut. You see? It won't fit. On the bottom you will need to cut over here, and just to make the joining in the same place as the original. So you can't replace those fans on the larger diameter, and you are forced to use 180mm. And I have no idea who made the decision to hold the production of the 180mm fans on the market, because right now you really have to have only 3 fans to choose. That garbage, Silverstone AP181, the fans I showed you before, and Silverstone 184E. I on the end. And these are the successor of the AP183 with the dual ball bearings, but I have no idea what happened. Since half of decade, the 5 years, 180mm become a total garbage. All of them makes a ticking noise. I have no freaking idea what happened, because I had lot of AP Silverstone AP183 fans and none of them was making that ticking noise. None of them was buzzing or made any noise, and it was lasting very long. I speak about years. So I ask mostly manufacturers, what the fuck did you do to fans, and why most of them are no more manufactured? We got Fractal Torrent. Right now we got, how it was named, Haven BF360. It all use the 180 fans. Cougar have also got at least 3 new cases supporting 180mm fans. So we got new cases that support 180mm fans, but we don't have the fans on the market, the quality fans. For years it was, those fans were known for long operation, quiet operation and good performance, beating all the 140s on 120s. Right now they are worse than 120s. They perform well, but the sound, the noise they are making, this is just incredible how in the decade, even not the decade, less than decade, the quality could go down so drastically, so dramatic. What was the reason why they halted production of the fans while there are more cases that support such fans? Previously there was more fans but less cases. Now we got less cases, more cases but less fans to choose from. So what is going on? As far as I know, the BF360 from the Haven will not get the dual bar bearings, so it will share the same fate as those fans from the Fractal design. So this is the end of the 180mm cases. People might not remember actually the cases from the Silverstone, the Raven series, that had dual 180 on the bottom, and the case was the chimney layout, had the chimney layout cases, because there was more than one case, and it was pulling the cold air, fresh air from the bottom to top. The AO panel was also from the motherboard, was also on the top, and it was one of the best, if not the best, performing cases on the market. Now we got a Fractal, and we will have BF360, which is also on top of the charts, at least in the Gamers Nexus reviews. And what we can use, how we can populate the fan slots. Tell me, what's the reason to buy 180mm case? There is 200mm fans on the market, there are, and I'm not speaking about the garbage quality fans, but at least Noctua is making 200mm fans. They are known for being quiet, not as well performing as those, because Noctua don't have a width. It had 2.5 or 3 cm width. Sorry, I'm not native English. So they not performing the same, they not pumping and the same amount of airflow, but it's not a very big difference, I think. and they are much quieter and don't make ticking noise, don't make buzzing noise. But these are 200. You can't fit them. Most of the cases today have a cutout especially made for specific fan. The only got their 160 and 170. Fractal have 180. BF360 also got for cutout for 180. And this is made for, to not recirculate the warm air from inside. Okay, that's a good idea, but to accommodate the 200mm fans you have to cut out yourself the case, and probably you will lost on this case money, because when you will want to sell it further to someone else, he will be forced to buy, or she will be forced to buy 200mm fans, because you will not be able to mount the stock fans anymore if you cut the case. My question is, what the fuck is going on? Where is the proper order of doing things? What is going on the market? Maybe someone will tell me, because I don't think anyone is producing 180mm fans. I saw few threads on the Reddit. I saw AK water blocks making 180mm fans, but guess what? I'm entering their website. I know they had problems and there was some drama about that company, but I'm entering their website and they are no longer making those fans. Actually, most of companies are listing their fans 180mm as the end of life, so they are not making them anymore. Even Silverstone AP183. These are the fans that are no longer manufactured, no longer produced, and what you can buy is just leftovers that people didn't buy it before. So they are left on the Australia and USA, and basically in Europe you can't buy any of them, and the shipping cost will be much higher than the fans itself. So what option do you have if you plan to buy the case with the big fans on the front? Well, basically you have no choice. You can buy, I have made a research, and you can buy Thermaltake View 390 with the ventilated front panel. It have the curved glass on the top, so you can mount the 200mm fans over there. But of course manufacturer could not, the Thermaltake could not decide if user should be able to mount smaller fans or only the bigger fans, so he left the rails for smaller fans and the big fans, and in result the fans will blow air to the rails for the smaller fans. The noise will just increase. What else do you got for 200mm? You got one more case. Wait, we've got Cooler Master case or Master Frame 60 and 50. Master Frame 600 and 500. But it's one of the worst performing case of the market right now, even with such a large fans. This is aluminum case with the mesh front or big holes front, but with the also mesh behind it. It's just terrible. It's one of the worst decisions they could make for the airflow and dust filtration. This is no go, simply. Maybe if you like to mod the case, it's gonna be your choice, but I don't see any more cases with the front like this. Actually, you know that this front is not just to look good, the gimmick design. You know what is the real upside of this case beside great airflow? That bars, when are mounted in the case and you are sitting over here just like me, they are forcing the sound to not go over your direction and all around, just like the mesh cases, but those bars are deep enough to direct the sound mostly forward. So you won't hear the fan noise just like you had mesh panel until you move over here, directly on the front. So these bars, these large bars, have dual purpose. Not only airflow but also sound direction. And show me the other cases like this with the large fans on the front. The Fractal North, sorry, you can't mount anything larger than 140, at least on the front, because you can mount 180 on the top. I don't see a reason why you want to do this, but you can, and that's simply it. Why no one adopted to such a front design? You could even make it from the aluminium. It's not that hard. What is the reason why no one actually made a real competition for the Torrent Compact? Or Fractal Design, why they haven't made Torrent Compact V2 with the dual chamber design? So you can place the power supply on the side and use the space that is right now PSU shroud for additional SSD HDD caddies. You see, this case have a lot of sense if it got large fans on the front with the lot of static pressure, because once you will replace the front fans for something smaller, the air pressure won't be strong enough to pump the fresh air to the PSU fan. It simply won't reach it. So PSU fan will suck all the hot air from the air cooler, from your CPU, and from the unfiltered back panel. This case have no sense with the smaller fans in the front, even the radiator or anything. So Torrent V2, people, it need to happen, because right now users have no choice for the front fans. I have error-made those second time, and Fractal support, which is great, is sending me a new one, also together with the I/O panel, because the power button is also failing, which is common on this case. We need new torrent case. Someone need to say it, because for some reason no one really cares about users anymore, and we don't have any choice what to do next. We can go back to 140s, but let's just be honest. Those cases like Antec Flux, Lianli, Lancool 207, which also are on the top of the charts, on the reviews, these are all mesh cases. They perform well because they don't have any dust filter. If you will attach dust filter, which also you need to buy separately or make it yourself, which is I don't understand this. When you attach the dust filter, your performance will be worse. Right here on this desk you got the fully equipped case with a dust filter, with great front panel, but shitty fans. All you have to do, Fractal, is replace the fans for the 200mm and maybe just put the PSU to the side. Add the top panel that you can maybe remove. The PSU shroud could be removed and you could place the AIO, the liquid cooler, on the top, so everyone could be happy, or just make a place for liquid cooler on the side. With the dual chamber it's no problem. You can simply get push-pull, and also there will be large space for large fans on the front. That's all I ask. And believe me, the I/O panel, make the buttons on the front, for fuck's sake, because no one wants to I have to reach it. I don't even know if I'm pushing the button right. Maybe I damaged the button. I don't know. But it also collects the dust, so you have to get the dust plugs, anti-dust plugs. It got no sense. I'm using the USB hub because I don't want to reach it every time I will use the USB device. And I'm also thinking about the external power button. So Fractal, please listen to me. I don't have bad intentions for you, but you will just lose money, time for sending the fans over and over to users. You said you don't have new revisions for those fans, so this is simply waste of money, time, resources, your time, also your workers on the support. Well, since this case, these fans will fail in just few months. They will start ticking and sound like bomb. Just release the proper version of torrent with support of dual 200mm fans on the front. Thank you for watching this long video. I hope you like it. If you don't, well, you have your rights. You can write in the comments what you think about it, but I spent last week on searching on the internet for opinions of other people's, and everyone who wants to use larger fans or did use larger fans are simply sick of this situation. This have to stop.